Hello everybody, we are proceeding with our quiz number 7. Here on the slide you can see the letters, the Hebrew letters up on top, and under them you can see some of their sound representations. This is just a reminder. This is of course not all of the alphabet, but a reminder for you. The first letter is a B, bait. You can follow the small white arrow to make sure that you know where we are at the moment. So the first one is a B. It has a Dagesh letter. That's why the difference of the pronunciation. I hope you remember that. B and V. You can see the representations under the first line, under the letters. Nun, letter Nun, N, is also under the representation is right there. The next one is F, F. Here you have the two variants, meaning that you also have the end form of it. They look kind of similar, right? But the end form will have the long tail going down under the line, and the sound representation is a F. And this one can change, as you all know, to P as soon as you get the Dagesh Lene put into it. R, you can see the representation. Vav with a dot inside is an U. The next one is a T, tet. We do know that there is one more T in Hebrew, and we might see it here if you can follow my arrow, the arrow pointing to one of the other way of writing down the T sound. This is a tav, the last letter of the alphabet, but this one is a tet. Still the same T for you. And the next one is a tzadi, T. You see the sound representation right there, and it's always a T. It's never S or Z or anything else. It's a T sound. T sound. And the last letter is an O. You see this is Vav, the one that you have already seen here with a dot inside, but this one is with a dot over it. As soon as you see this kind of a letter, of a writing of Vav, the first thing that you think is that this is an O, okay? And this letter we meet right in the first word. Remember, we read from right to left, going from the top down. The first letter consonant is a bait, also the first one that we have seen. So we're saying B. The next one is O. And the last one is an Aleph. Aleph is silent, so this would be Bo. The word is read Bo. Do not wonder, this is a verb, but it is a weak verb because it has at least two weak, let's say, moments or letters in it. The one is the second letter of the root, being a mater lection, is a letter that kind of carries the vowel. Vav is a consonant, but it is one of those letters, so it carries a vowel, and it has sometimes, the wish to just disappear in some of the forms of the verb forms. We will see it as soon as we get to actual declining of the paradigms of this verb. So bo. So far it's bo. Bo means to go in, enter, come to. The next one is ba na. See, the last letter hey is not read. It is just a continuation of the previous vowel. So I hope the white arrow can help you to see how I read and allow you to follow the same method. You go from the top down through the letter to the vowel. Ba na. Ba na means to build up, to build, establish, and it also has a weak letter hey at the end, so which just might disappear in some of the forms. The next letter is g, ga, silent, a, l, because we know that these two vowels are both a, pronounced as a. So this is ga, al. Ga'al is a very important word. It means to redeem, deliver, to act as kinsman. And if you may have heard the word like something like Goel Israel, the Redeemer of Israel, Goel, Ga'al. It comes from this root, Ga'al, Goel. The next one is Chaya. Now this one seems familiar because the first letter kind of looks like the one word that we have seen before, you know, where we have two heys, one hey in the beginning, then yod and hey again. Here we do not have a hey in the beginning, but we have a chet. This is why we're saying khaya. Okay, it has a rather more rough kind of pronunciation in the beginning because khat is taken way back and it's a guttural letter also in the throat. So this is khaya, and khaya means to live, to be alive, to stay alive, to revive, to restore to life. The next word is kha. You see the same letter as here. Kha, it's khat again. Kha. And this one we have already seen up there, so this is a t. Kha, ta. Well, aleph will be silent, so kha, ta. Kha, ta has a totally different meaning: to miss, to sin, to commit a sin. Okay, khata. For you, the tab that you see here in the middle has the opening up, right, above into the upper kind of side above the line. So this is very special, not happening in any other letter in Hebrew. Khata, maybe it's helpful to remember. Khata is to sin, to miss, to commit a sin, and khaya means to live, to be alive, to restore to life, to revive. Khaya. Okay, next line. Ya khol. The dot that you see between the letters, it actually should be kind of here, more to the left. This is how the script allows it to do, and a lot of times you do see it kind of almost diagonally from the actual letter that is supposed to be before the vowel. So it's ya khol. Yahol means to be able, to be capable of, to endure, to be able, a very important word, yahol. And see another one that kind of looks different. It does not only have right? It was the same way as we used to see the verbs, how they usually appear as the ones also on the top in the first line, bana, gaal, chaya, chata, right? This one is a little bit different, yahol, to be able, to be capable of, to endure. The next one, again, starts with a yod up front, but it has a nice vocalization as we are used to. Ya, la, d. You see the d is kind of more square, even a little bit further to the right, while the next word has a r inside. See, and r is more round. Round. I mean, maybe this is a mnemonic device. Anyways, ya, lad, yalad being to be, to bring force, to bear, right? To bring force, to bear. Yalad. This is where we get the yelad child from, right? Yelad, boy or child. Yalad, yeladim, children. Okay, the next one is yare. Yare, though you do have an aleph at the end, which is not pronounced. Yare means to fear, to be afraid, to be in awe of. See, even here, this to fear and to be in awe of kind of overlaps. Those two words that can mean a very different thing, but also can mean the same respectful love. Okay? So yare, this is something that we have in this word. Aleph is not pronounced. Yare. Another weak element that can be in the root of the verb is the yot up front. Okay, the first letter yot is difficult because in some forms it can disappear. We will go over those forms. We will learn all of it, but you have to be thinking a little bit ahead and know that aleph can be difficult in the when it appears in the root. Yot as the first letter of the root of the verb can be difficult. So yare is to fear, to be afraid, to be in awe of. Next one is ya ra d. Here we have the two consonants that look so similar to each other, close to each other. R and d stand next to each other, and you have to be able to see the difference and to pronounce them right. So just do notice those things. Yarad. Yarad is a very important word happening coming along a lot of times because this means to descend, to go down, to come down. Yarad. And a lot of times when you go down from Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is on the mountains, It's like you always yirad, right? So you will see this word a lot. Ya saf. Here we go. This is a f, the end form, the face of feet that we meet here. Yasaf. Yasaf does sound a little bit like Joseph, Yosef, okay? Means to add, to continue. Yasaf, Yasaf. Ya ra sh. Ya rash. Yarash is to inherit, to take possession of, to dispossess, to take away someone's property. This is again another word with a yot as the first letter of the root, again being a weak one. Just remember, the first letter of the root being yot can cause problems in some of the forms, but with some you will be able to notice that and to know what it can be if it is not present. Okay, the next word is la ka h. Here we are. Lakach, lakach, to take, grasp, capture, take, grasp, capture. This is another word that we have already seen, and you must know that the letter lamed in the beginning also tends to disappear, but this is an exception, something that is not happening to every verb with the first root letter lamed, okay, but only to this word, so that you know. Lakach is to take. Okay, just to make sure that you can follow this, every time I read, I go from up on top, down, starting with the letter first, with the consonant, going down to the vowel, if it is there, and this is how I'm saying ka, fa, r, kafar, kafar, being to cover to atone, kafar. This is something that we might have met in Yom Kippur, kafar, okay, the same root. So kafar is to cover, to atone, a very important word again. Next one is karat. Karat is to cut off, to cut down, to make a covenant. Karat. Karat abrit. Okay, karat. Next one is moot. We have said the vav with a dot inside will usually be read as an u. In some exceptional cases, it will be read as a v. But we always, I want you to always think, first time you see it, your first thought is this is an u. So this one, moot. This word is moot. Again, the second root letter being a vav, being the letter that carries a vowel, it also makes the root weak. But we will talk about this later again. So this means, moot means to die. The next word is nafal. Nafal, to fall prostrate. Nafal. Na sa. Again, aleph is silent, will not be pronounced, but the dot over the shin on the left side makes it a sin. Letter sin, okay? So it's nasa. Nasa means to carry, to lift, to carry, to raise, to bear, to take away. Nasa, nasa, okay? The next one is na. You see the same consonant in all three vowels in the all three verbs in the beginning of it. Na, ta. We have seen this tat already up there. One more time, nata. And hey at the end will be just a continuation of the vowel ah. Nata means to spread out, to stretch out, to extend, to pitch a tent, even nata. Nata. Okay, the next line. Ayin here, the first letter is ayin in all of the verbs in this line. The ayin is silent, it cannot be pronounced, but the vowel under it is pronounced. So it's a, za, v. Azav, azav, to leave, forsake, abandon, to set free, to let go. Avad. Avad may be something that you have already seen before, right? Eved. Well, Eved is a slave, but and servant. Avad is to work, to serve, to toil, to cultivate. Avad,